3 houses. It has been a long time since we've had a home release of a Fire Emblem game. In fact, I haven't played one on a console since, oh no. I'm not a real Fire Emblem fan. Okay, so right off the bat, this game nails the atmosphere. We get this amazing cutscene. It's truly a cut above. This game is just gorgeous. But yeah, let's go ahead and start up a new file. Select a form. Not a gender, a form. And this isn't even my final form. So I fill out all the information, and then Morgana from the Person 5 game shows up and will apparently be a voice in my head throughout the entire experience.
It is most rude to interrupt a moment of repose. Looking cool, Joker!
One more thing I gotta talk about. Should I talk about it now or later? I think I'll talk about it now. Oh my gosh! The voice acting in this game is so good! It is so good! Everybody is a joy to listen to, especially the best character in the whole dang game, Gatekeeper! Unironically, he is the best character in the game. In fact, I'm gonna sit here and wait for them to put him in Heroes. So I get my character and some bandits are attacking these 3 kids, and it's up to me to take control of all 4 of us and rout the bandits. Mainly to learn the controls of Fire Emblem's grid and turn-based combat, you know. Select a guy, select a bandit, no more bandit. It's a lot of fun. After I win the battle, one of the characters is attacked by the Bandit Lord. But thanks to my quick reflex and incomparable IQ, I block the strike with my trusty spine. And then we get a little cutscene where Adia Lee from Bravely Default explains that the turn wheel from Echoes was really helpful to a lot of players, so they decided to bring it back.
Of course. I must turn back the hands of time.
So I get a little do-over, but this time I use Byleth's down special and use counter on the bandits. After the fight, I learned that these 3 characters are the children of the 3 surrounding kingdoms, and they immediately asked me to swear allegiance to their kingdoms. I don't even know anything about your kingdoms. All I know is that we got a cool dude, a crackhead, and an absolute babe. Actually, now that I think about it, it's a very easy question. After that, for some reason, my mercenary dad and I follow the kids to the Royal Academy, and then I accidentally get conscripted to be their teacher! Once again, they ask me to choose which of the 3 houses that I want to be teaching, and they give me a little more info. Not about the geopolitical climate, mind you, or anything else that you actually want to know, but about the 8 students that you'll be teaching. How can I make an informed decision when all the cutest girls in this game are guys? Well, you know, in all fairness, I could marry Lindhart if I really wanted to. I'm gay! I'd really prefer to know the policies of these countries before I choose. Like, for example, who has the harshest punishment for drug offenders? Who was the first to abolish slavery? Have any of these houses criminalized the sale of alcoholic beverages? I need to know. Red team. What are they called? Red Eagles? Eagles? Red Eagles. Okay, yeah, I'll take the Eagles. Why you ask? Geography. They seem to have
huge tracts of land.
And now we get to the bulk of the game. There are battles that you can play, but I feel that most of what I've done so far is take control of the professor, walk around the campus, but hey, it is a ton of fun. There's so much that you can do, and you get to listen to all of that top-notch voice acting. Gatekeeper, hit me with some of those lines that I love so very, very much.
Greetings.
Oh yeah, that's so good. Yeah, from this area, you can walk around, you can eat meals with your students, you can talk to all of the students, you can talk to the staff. Yeesh! Look at the shadow cast over their eyes. Okay, I haven't beaten the game at the time of writing this script, but I'm gonna guess, based solely on character designs, that the church is gonna end up being the antagonists in a little while. Okay, other activities. There's gardening, there's fishing. Oh, and I love the fishing. And not just because this is probably the easiest fishing minigame I have played in a video game, but the music. It's just so intense. Oh my gosh. Oh my, no. Yeah.
I got a loach.
Anyway, after hearing the voice acting, doing some cooking, and some singing, I get to teaching. And I don't fully understand this part of the game. Yeah, get good with the sword. Yeah, I'm a good teacher. I'm gonna hit the praise button. Oh yeah, I got motivation. So, after getting used to all the newer functions of this game, we get to have another battle between the 3 schools, and it's a lot of fun. It's also funny if you're connected to the internet. They have these little markers to tell you where other players suck at the game. But hey, having another battle after 3 hours is a lot of fun. But we're also gonna get another battle at the end of the month, too. Okay, one thing I want to say is that this game makes you care about your students. I don't want any of these kids to die. I gotta protect them all. But Fire Emblem Three Houses changed a lot of stuff. New weapon types, battalions. I really like the background of these battles. It makes it feel really just more grand. You get these special attacks, and you get attacks with the battalions. But the enemy also gets access to these attacks. Oh, flip! It's the battalion attack! Oh no! wait, it missed? Wait, you had 30 guys running at me, and they all missed.
Another step forward.
Whoa, did my guy just talk? Yeah, one weird thing about this game is your character doesn't speak. One time he leveled up in battle and he said something like, "Victory lies within strength," or something like that, and it caught me way off guard. I hate to say this, but Byleth is a bad character, and this next part causes agony to my soul, but he makes Corrin looked unique and developed. And I just want to say that all the commercials for this Fire Emblem game lied.
Every decision you make matters.
And I think only the house choice mattered, because you have like 3 or 4 choices in each cutscene. Is that actually a choice? Heck, I'm not even fully convinced the choice of house really matters, because with the exclusion of the king and their bodyguard, you can poach any student that you want. For example, Mercedes. She has the best ability for a healer in the entire game. Live to serve. I spent a lot of resources convincing her to join me. I even turned into a monk and used a stupid bow, and I asked her to join me every week. She always said no, but eventually when we reached support level B, she had the gall to approach me and ask to join my group. Nice. But yeah, I really get into the swing of things. I attend seminars, I teach my students, I walk around the monastery, and who let Solthis out? Whatever. I've unlocked tea parties.
I think you've had enough tea for today. Let's get you out of here, Buzz.
Don't you get it? You see the hat? I am Mrs. Nesbit.
Alright, so you have a lot of freedom throughout each week, but at the end of the month, you have an assigned mission that's meant to push the story along. And the second one that you have is, you work for the church. This lady executed this guy's son a while ago, and because of that, he's gonna overthrow the church. But first, we need to fight through a fog of war. And it's no big problem for me, because I spent all my money on torches on the first week into this game. But this is the only fog of war level, and it dissipates after you kill this wizard. Alright, now we get a cutscene.
It's you. Thunderstrike Cassandra.
The only name I answer to is Catherine.
Catherine, don't correct him. That is an awesome nickname. If you're not gonna take it, I will.
Well, actually just iron sworded. After we kill him, we find a note on his body that details an assassination plot on the Archbishop Rhea. So, next month's mission is to investigate and prevent the plot. You do this by talking to pretty much everybody at the monastery, and it'll take place at the end of the month during like some sacred holiday, and that it probably isn't gonna happen, and it's more of a distraction so that the guards will be misplaced during the ceremony. But during the month, I finally discovered the support conversations between the students, and I love these characters so much. Just sitting in on these little vignettes, it's fun. I love learning more about them, and dang, Dorothy has some pipes.
Hail the mighty Edelgard, though red blood stains her story.
We also got a tea party with Claude. Can we fix this camera angle? I feel like he's trying to seduce me. And it's working. Alright, end of the month. And what do you know? Rhea's not the target. They're trying to steal some body of a saint. Normally I'd want to try and kill every single unit here for EXP, but if you look at those yellow squares, I think I'm definitely gonna be steering clear of that dude. But aside from him, relatively easy mission. We get to the end, and inside of the tomb was a sword. Hey nerd, give me that sword. Oh my gosh, Ward, protect me! Please, I don't wanna live!
I don't care.
No! that was a very special sword that only a select amount of people can even wield. And since I was able to murder some dude with it, they allowed to let me just keep it.
Nemesis used that sword to defeat the wicked gods.
Jill!
Brad!
We've gotta...
You are stronger and more terrifying than you realize.
Hey, that's that lovely and inspiring quote from A.A. Milne. Another cool thing that I unlocked is the ability to borrow a student from another house. So, I'm gonna borrow the gorilla from the Yellow Moose house. Check out this flippin' guy! Oh, I think I got him killed. Wait, you know what? This might be a brilliant idea, because inevitably the three houses are gonna go to war. What if all the other houses' students, died in horrible accidents? Oh wait, never mind, Raphael's still alive. But he won't team up with me again. That's probably a good idea, honestly. Anyway, in that battle, we went and we killed this guy, but then he gets eaten by his spear.
Rise, black beast.
This is one of the big innovations of Fire Emblem Three Houses. Big old 2x2 square monsters. The tips before the battle really freaked me out. Like, you're gonna need to use only gambits on this guy and it still won't work, and he'll be able to wipe your whole team from any square on the map. In all honesty, 2x2 square monsters are the easiest foes in the entire game. The only difference is they have like 3 health bars.
These bosses are really gonna have a lot of health. I mean, you guys are gonna be shooting these guys for at least 3 weeks apiece.
Alright, so the next story mission is going to be saving Flame. She got abducted, you see. We suspect the creepy teacher who's always wearing a mask. And on the very first week, we can enter his room and save her. But I kinda wanna use all the free time that this game gives us, so have fun with Yuritsa, Flame! Tea parties, tournaments, and a special battle against a big old monster, and oh my goodness. That's his name. Don't say it, Chet. Don't say it. You can come up with a better joke. I know it.
Well, I've never seen a king of beasts with quite so little hair!
The horse glitched down on this level, but now it's the end of the month, so now I will save Flame. We get in there and Manuela has also been stabbed. Before the battle, Edelgard takes the limp teacher to the infirmary, but I got a couple of points. First off, Manuela is the school nurse, so I don't know exactly who's gonna take care of her. Second off, no! Edelgard is easily my best unit!
And let me ask you this. How am I gonna kill the Flame Emperor without Edelgard?
Answer, I'm not. Once you kill all of the units except for the Death Knight and the Flame Emperor, they just run away.
Yeah! You hear that? If you ever come back, we'll kill ya!
But after the battle, we rescued Flame and Monica.
Oh, no. I do not trust anyone named Monica. Not since the incident.
Alright, the next mission that will be held will be the annual Battle of the Eagle and the Lion. And for some reason, they're letting the deers participate as well. But first, I gotta get some paralog battles, which both kinda sucks, gameplay-wise at least. But first, I should mention that this is the easiest Fire Emblem game to date. Kind of. You still need to use the right unit in the right place, but with combat arts, crests, battalions, being able to use all sorts of weapon types, this is an easy game. Oh, and don't even get me started on Milla's turn wheel. But honestly, you don't even really need Milla's turn wheel because of the biggest innovation in this game that makes it 10 times easier than any Fire Emblem games before it. And that was the targeting system. Whenever you have multiple allies step into the enemy's attack range, it will tell you who they're going to attack. It is so easy to plan around this, and I love it. Okay, so everyone's going to attack Ferdinand and his 45 HP. Great. I guess I can have my magic casters stand much closer. This one little thing trivializes the hardest part of Fire Emblem games. And I love it. But these 2 missions did suck. So, the first mission, you save Ingrid from getting married by killing a bunch of guys. But near the end of the level, they spawn in axe guys, and they move in the same turn. Are you serious? Intelligent Systems Nintendo, you guys, no joke, make some of the best games of all time, hands down. Do you not know that this is completely unacceptable? I thought you learned from Awakening. You can't just do that! Well, I guess when you give us divine pulses, you can pull off any stupid bullcrap you guys want, right? But the mission after this one also really just boggled me. So, as I mentioned, Edelgard is my best unit, and there are wyverns on this level that can one-shot every single unit except Edelgard. However, every other unit on this map are a joke. Like some of them do 0 damage, seriously. One-shot everything, do nothing. You think you could have taken some of the power that you put in that wyvern and maybe funneled it into some of the other units on this map? Another thing is that these are pirates. This is a pirate map, and you cannot let the pirates spend 5 or more turns inside of the city. And as I mentioned, they have wyverns. They will just fly right into the city. How do you stop units from entering a sealed area if they can fly? You can't. I had to leave one of my archers back in the city who could just one-shot the wyverns. But this happened like 4 times. The wyverns just infinitely spawn. If it took any longer for me to beat this map, one more would have flown in, it would have been 5 turns, and I would have lost arbitrarily.
Yeah, but, whatever. Fun game. I love it.
Now for the grand competition of the lions and the eagles, which was so easy. So it said, kill the most enemies, and the other houses have extra troops for you to kill. Honestly, this was ridiculously easy. They claimed that it was like point-based, and I wonder if that's true. In subsequent playthroughs of this game, I'm gonna test that theory. I think I'll bring just Byleth and the house leader. Just wait to the end, let them kill each other off, and then I'll kill like the last couple units, and I'll see if I still, win. If you subscribe to the channel right now, you'll see that video when it goes live, and then we'll see, is it truly point-based? Okay, so one thing that I found kind of silly in this battle is that the freaking Amber Elks killed enough people, they got a stat boost for success on the battlefield. And that's all fine and dandy, but near the tail end of the battle, when the blue lions were pretty much destroyed, well, they got that stat boost. Just Dimitri and Dedue.
We did it, right, Net? Ah, right, she's dead. Ash! Ingrid, no. Mercedes! Right, she defected the Red Eagles. Sylvain? Hey, the dude, who the flip is still alive?
It's just us, sir.
Right. Well, that's what I call success on the battlefield! Ah.
But the ultimate success on the battlefield went to the Red Eagles, and we got the Blessed Lands. After the battle, however, I got teacher zoned by Edelgard. As I well should have. I mean, it's weird that you can romance your students in this game. There's a power difference between the two of you. Byleth, did you learn nothing from the hashtag #MeToo movement? Alright, so another month goes by and I hire Hanneman. Why didn't I do this sooner? Not only does he have a mustache, but he's got a monocle as well. Oh, he is so cool. But now we have our next quest where a village is attacked. But before the battle, the villagers are going crazy. And I have but one question.
How fun was this one line to voice act?
Anyway, we start killing villagers and soldiers, and then who shows up but the big bad dog himself, the Death Knight. And holy flip, he is strong! Fortunately, I have some of my best units down in this corner, and I am determined to kill him. Because he has a Dark Seal, and Hanneman really needs that. Well, I guess technically Hubert should get it, because he's needed a Dark Seal since he was level 10. But Hanneman has a mustache, so he takes precedence. But this was so hard. I only have one unit who can even survive a strike from the Death Knight. It's Edelgard, but somehow he got 4 crits in a row on her, and I burned right through my divine pulses trying to live. Finally, I had her step back, and then she dies again, but just barely. See, she had 40 health, and the Death Knight did 40 damage, but Edelgard's maximum HP is 42. So I used Dorothy to heal her up before the battle started, and then the Knight brought her down. But then I had all of my people attack him at once, and by a miracle, we killed him and got that Dark Seal. Then we mopped up the rest of the foes, and then bada bing, bada boom! Remire village is saved. Well, I mean, like, all the buildings are burned to a crisp, and we only managed to pull, like, 2 villagers out of their lives. Remire village is saved! We even saved this little girl!
Oh, our life in Remire village is gone. Father and mother, gone.
You look really broken up about that.
Anyway, there's a dance contest coming up. Well, there's a ball coming up with a dance contest, like, attached. But when I spoke to Bernadetta, she absolutely broke my heart. She's a noble, and she told me that she's never attended a ball.
The other nobles will be fine, I'm sure. They've all been to events like this before. But me? I'm a noble, and I've never even been close to one of these things.
Okay, but if I win, I get to take that pretty girl of yours to a ball. 'Cause she deserves that. Every pretty girl deserves to go to a ball.
But the big thing is the contest. If you win it, the unit that you selected can unlock the dancer class. The thing is, you're pretty much guaranteed to win. You need a charm of 13. Almost all of my units have that. Some of them are even nearing the 30s. You can also give that unit a dance lesson, which will raise the unit's charm by 5. I only have one unit who couldn't win. In fact, the biggest problem is like every student wants to be the one I chose. I felt bad that I told them all no. In fact, I wanted to choose Bernadetta just for the lulz. Unfortunately, she is like my best archery unit, and the dancer class would just be wasted on her. So I ended up choosing Petra. She did a little dance, and she won. Check out her dance animation for giving out extra movement. Oh my gosh, that is invigorating.
I especially love that arm twirl. Oh man, that is never gonna get old.
You know, loading screens are boring. It's especially weird since this is a cartridge-based game, but man, I just love controlling the little byleth. Behold, the cursed speedrunning technique! In this battle, we fought long and hard to retrieve some sacred artifacts from the Western Church. And here's the thing, even though Seraph hates me, he just said, I'm just gonna give these to you. I can't think of a better place to put them. Oh, thanks for the staff. I guess I have to do the dirty deed of deciding whether the staff deserves to be salvaged or slaughtered. Alright, monthly battle time. We need to investigate the old abandoned chapel. And my old man ran in and said, some students were seen heading to the chapel. Come on! By the way, son, after the battle, I'm going to tell you something. I will not tell you now, but after the battle, you better bet your bottom dollar that information will be imparted upon you.
He's gonna die, huh?
Honestly, he shouldn't. This is the easiest battle yet. Nothing but monsters. And if you remember, 2x2s only look scary. They are so easy to beat. And we beat them up. And after each one dies, like, apparently it was a student. One of them was even Monica. No! She stabbed my dad! What the fuck? Why would you do that?
Hey, Makar, watch this.
What are you doing? Why would you kill him like that?
Your neck.
What I say about Monica? Just Monica.
Yeah, whatever. Frickin' divine pulse! Super sword slice! Whoa! Who are you? Dad! Whatever, I still have like 5 divine pulses left, and we can go back way further than 10 seconds. Violet, you have more pulses! No! Next month, free time is kinda hard because the music is really sad. And actually, let's change the music for the next paragraph because I gotta talk about the music in Fire Emblem 3 Houses. It is so good. First, its main theme. Now, you need to know something about me. It is hard to get me to like new music. Usually, I prefer video game music because I'm forced to listen to it in gameplay and then it grows on me. 3 Houses' main theme instantly gripped me. You know the one that goes like, reach for my... Oh, I love that song. And this game's beautiful uses of motifs. The song that we hear right now is like a sad backing of a song that we're already really familiar with. That when we won the Lion Eagle fight, there was like a fun xylophone version in the background. I cannot express how much I love this soundtrack. And as I stated, nothing holds a candle to the intensity of the fishing music. Okay, so where was I? Oh yeah, my dad was killed and the music's really sad. And like everyone attempts to console me. I go and I read Gerald's diary and it says some weird stuff. Like apparently I was born without a heartbeat and I never cried as a baby, which is pretty weird. So nothing really mattered. I was talking to some people and then this happened.
Professor, nothing to report today.
Okay, they made the best character in the game cry. They are all freaking dead meat! Next mission, Monica shows up and then she transforms into some creepy Harlequin-looking freak. Whatever, right? You just fight your way through her men and like some of the beasts. It's nothing major. Oh, and would you look at those yellow spots? Is Kranya strong? As it turns out, no. In fact, she sprints at you and then she dies. I want to know how on earth people manage to die on these squares specifically. Alright, Kranya, time to die. Oh, great, it's Solon. Is he ripping out her heart? And he's using her to perform a ritual. Oh, and he poofed me. Great. Okay, that's really odd. She had a very interesting character design. I'm surprised that they're gonna kill her after just like 10 minutes of screen time. Okay, so I wake up in Poofed Land and the pumped up tiger gets on my case.
Oh, you idiot! Now we're both trapped! What were you thinking, charging right into an enemy's trap? Quit your yapping there, mongrel.
Only a power of a god could get you out now. Well, I am a god, so I guess I'll give you my power. But then we won't be able to have our entertaining banter anymore. So we both merge together. Byleth goes all Super Saiyan. He cuts his way out of the Shadow Realm, and then we murder Solon. That was for Gatekeeper. And I guess my father too. Then my hair turns green, my sword gets awesome, and I unlocked a new class. Hey, the Enlightened one is stupid looking. Like really, really stupid looking. Whatever, let's explore the monastery. I talk to my students, and then I find Edelgard. She's gonna take a quick vacation back to the Empire, and she asks if I'd like to come along. I mean, it's only like a week, so I can still do my mission at the end of the month, and oh, wow. Okay, so this must have been one of those impactful decisions that the commercial was talking about. Wait, is that a heartbeat? Why is there a heartbeat? I mean, when I was a baby, I didn't have a heartbeat. Oh boy. Which one to choose?